With the innovation in learning, there are some pillars. The one pillar is learning environment. With the learning environment, we have three parameters. With the development of learning management system, that is LMS, we can implement the learning innovation and we can analyze the data how our LMS is working and how we can improve our learning environment for the further innovations. On a second, we came to the administrative system. The administrative system describes the student information system who are enrolled in our system, recruit, retain and motivation for the students as well as the faculty members, and business capabilities to have success in innovation. The third parameter will be digital strategy execution. With it, we can design our business model and its opportunity, which can be only obtained with strategic planning and its governance. And last, we are having emerging education trend, which provides us the business trend in market and our strategic technology to be built to have successful innovation education system. On the analysis of emerging education trend, we can oversee these are the four parameters which are very popular in India, includes Udemy, Coursera, edX and Udacity. As you can see in the pandemic of coronavirus, all the platforms are having increase of subscribers in a very large amount. But these are only platforms which are very well known in India only. But whenever we are talking about the digital education, we are talking about the platforms who are available worldwide. This is a rank of top 10 platforms available, and as we can see, the first platform which is most popular in India is Udemy, is at number 5 for the world. The Blackboard is the new startup based platform which is increasing day by day, and as we can see, the infrastructure.com is retaining its position on the top of education platforms. If you're talking about the India, obviously the Udemy and Coursera are on the top, and Brainly.in is going to have a popularity nowadays in the coronavirus. With the analysis of education trend, we know why, but now the question arrives how. For the how, we need to study digital strategy execution. Now, what is digital strategy execution? Its first parameter involves the strategic planning and governance, which describes the high degree of stakeholder engagement, clarity of vision, and ability to make decision timely. The high degree of stakeholder engagement includes parents, faculty members, and the student, as education system are having three stakeholders. We need to develop the parent trust over the platform. We need to have the team effort, and only if we have these two things, then only we can have the student continuous engagement with us. For all these parameters, we have to do these things. For the parenters, we need a well qualified and performing faculty members and industry recognition of our platform. For the team effort, we need continuous content monitoring and continuous improvement on the content. For the student engagement, our platform should have the module which delivers time management system for them, result oriented, live projects and practical learning modules with the addition of self-learning exercises for them. Now, if we talk about the business model and opportunity with the platform, it includes the pre-recorded lectures, live lectures, practical learning exercises, and with the advancement in technology, we can use augmented reality for deep understanding over the concept. We can have mobile app, web app, and free-to-air broadcast. If you are talking about all these parameters, for the web app, we need a cloud operating platform as it stores the space on a cloud, and it is cloud. With the help of cloud, it is easy to communicate with the client. For the mobile app, we need a responsive website which makes an operation easy and regular events. By the way, with the free-to-air broadcast, the development of responsive system and development of monitoring system is somehow a difficult right now. When we talk about the administrative system, we talk about the cost analysis for the all three parameters. With the mobile app web, it covers the single cost. We don't need to go for the different cost parameters for these two, while the free-to-air broadcast is having the different cost parameters. For the mobile app and web app, the cost can be optimized through the development of a responsive website and its conversion into associated apps for Android and iPhone. In the first step, we need to develop the content, which approximates the cost of 1.5 lakh per person. On a second step includes the editing and correction, which includes the 12,000 per user annual cost of the editor. And in the last, we are having the uploading and web development, and its cost varies on the basis of the cloud space we are consuming. And if we are successfully able to complete all the three steps, we can have an happy customer at our end. But when we are talking about the free-to-air broadcast, first of all, we need to concern the costing of one satellite channel is millions of dollars, and we need to have the separate channel for the separate domain and separate channels for different level of education. For example, if we are having 5 branches with the 4 level of education, then we need at least 20 satellites channels, which cost going to have the very high. So to have a good administration system with the good learning environment, we need to have following points to facilitate easy to learn module, learning of thousands of topics, regular monitoring system, integrated certification methodology with the industries and government, regular skill assessment, practical learning, and live lectures with pre-recorded lecture series. All this can easily be obtained with the mobile app and a web app. So this is what we have done in the first phase of research for the innovation in education, as it is needed for the advanced industry age.